Yes. So today we will be discussing uh, big data and AI, a little bit introduction, industry, what is the relevance and all that. And myself, Dr. Shantanu Pathak, I have done my PhD in computer engineering with specialization in machine learning. And I have 19 plus years of experience with various industries as a trainer and consultant. So it's very nice to see all of you here. Okay, let's start. So anybody knows what is big data? Can somebody tell me? You can put in chat or you can okay, you can put in chat or you can unmute and speak.
Yes, big data is a collection of views of data.
Mhm. Collection of, sorry,
Mm. Collection of data,
uh,
views data.
huge data. Yes, it is huge. The data is very large in size or volume. Okay, good. Any other? Anyone else?
Sir, big data refers to large data, which
Mhm.
many in real-time organizations use. And to handle the big data, we mainly use Hadoop system.
अच्छा, okay, ठीक है. Okay, what about AI? What about AI? What you heard about AI? Yes, anyone? Hey, AI, you are not heard. Come on, you are using AI, right? Come on, yes. What is AI? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. Must have heard these terms. Yes, what is your understanding? Yeah, anyone?
AI is a technology that allows computers to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence.
Hmm. Okay. AI tries to do or tries to mimic uh, to solve some task which generally humans solve or human intelligence solves. Okay, good, good. Yes, any other? Anyone else? Okay, so mm, uh, let me give you an analogy. It means I was really thinking today morning that what is big data and what is AI. A very simple analogy came in my like I was thinking about it. Let's try to connect it. So think about it that you have done your breakfast, right? Let's say this is your breakfast plate. So breakfast. This is your breakfast, whatever, some items, whatever kept here. This is your data. This is the data which is getting generated. You can say big data, it is large, means maybe if a kid sees it, a small kid sees it, he or she may say, Array, this is large. But for you, it is that's like decent amount, right? So that's the data. As I say, we have mouth. I'm not great at drawing, so please don't mind me making mistakes in drawing. So let's say this is a person. Okay, what? Yeah. So this person he eats takes this data. Okay. Now you can relate this mouth, this part, mouth is like big data pre-processing tools, where you are cleaning, you are cutting it, you are making it small, okay, making it small, getting in a format, formatting it, and all that kind of thing. You're processing it, and then you pass it to stomach. It goes ahead, goes to stomach. So here, when it is getting passed to stomach, this place, you can say, okay, this whole thing, you can say there is a big data tool for messaging tool, okay, which is going to take the data from one place to another place, okay. And then there is stomach. Now in stomach, you can say that you are uh, doing data analysis. Once you do basic data analysis, then you have the whole system of digestion, your intestines and everything. The digestive system is like AI, where it is going to take all your data, whatever you have pre-processed and everything, and take it, and AI is going to convert to what are the possible decisions to be taken. Just going to digest your data. Okay, so big data, it's data comes in, then your mouth, you're pre-processing it, then there are different tools to pre-process it or cut it and all that, and then goes to stomach where you do data analysis. Then there is, after data analysis, then there is further digestion system, which is like AI, which actually is going to convert that data into what are the possible decisions, and then finally you take a decision. So that's you can say big data and AI related to your, just now you just maybe you just had your breakfast, so you can just connect it to this process. Yes, how many of you are able to now have a better understanding of what is big data and AI? Type Y in the chat box. You have now a better understanding, like where big data, where the data analysis tools are there, where the big data tools are there, what is data, and what is AI's role of AI.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
I'll just take 1 minute. Right,
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Good morning, participants. Okay. So, all of you, you are lucky enough to attend the session by Dr. Shantanu on big data and artificial intelligence. This is covered under section B, right? It's a part of section B. There are close to 5 and 5. So there are 10 questions which are asked from big data and artificial intelligence. Though at the basic level and at the conceptual level, but understanding big data and artificial intelligence will give a boost to all the students who want to make their careers into the IT industry, right? That's it. So very important and very necessary part of the pre-CAT. So do give attention and understand the concepts very well and try and implement those concepts in real life, which will give you an advantage over the other and make you understand the concepts beautifully and in total. Wish you all the best. By the way, my name is Keshav and I head the marketing and placement at WCUSD and wish you all the best. Over to you, Shantanu.
Thank you, sir. So, as you just saw, Keshav sir also highlighted the importance of this topic coming forward. So, think about it, CDAC, why they are introducing big data and AI into pre-CAT or your examination, that is CCAT, the entrance exam, is because currently it is very, very relevant in the industry. And this is what you have to gel with the new technology, right? So let's go ahead then. Contents for next few session, we are going to discuss about introduction to big data, applications of big data, AI, applications of AI, and use of AI in big data. Okay, so we will be discussing briefly some tools. We will be discussing some kind of case studies. We will be trying to understand at a overview level, though, big data and AI. Okay, so that you are able to understand it at a overview level, even if you are going to do CDAC in any branch, let's say, even if you take PGCP AC, that is advanced computing, or let's say security, like ET's course, or BDA course, big data course, or AI course, or any other course of CDAC, even the hardware, IoT, or AR, VR, or drone application kind of courses, even if you take them. So this overview understanding of big data and AI will help you uh, have practical applications in your field, okay, related to your field. So let us start with it. So now, why big data? Why are we talking about big data? Just a sec. There is a little disturbance. Yeah. So why big data and why AI? Okay. Why are they in boom? Yes. Can somebody tell me why you think that big data and AI, they are in boom? Why people want to discuss about big data and AI? Why they are using, or why you are using AI for that matter? Yes. Anyone? Why are we talking about big data and AI?
They're big data because many of the companies like Amazon and Netflix, they have a large set of users, and it is not possible to handle the data of this many users using SQL. So there's a need of big data and using the distributed systems. And for AI is now generally used in the automating things, or even in the academic level projects, so it eliminates the need of manual efforts, thus AI is also used.
Okay, good. Anyone else? Bhagwat or Diksha or Mayuri, Shivani, Tisha or Yashoda? Anyone? Okay, no problem. So, see here, uh, understand that data, in, when we are talking about data, we are talking about a lot of data getting generated from mobiles, from internet, okay, from IoT devices, various devices. Uh, what else? Sensors, satellite, drones, like so many places data is getting generated, right? So we are having a lot of data. Internet is one of the major, uh, like you can say, a provider of data to many people, or you can say it is the way people are communicating data with each other. Now, when we are talking about data, we are talking about authentic and right sources data. If we get the data from a wrong source, yes, so wrong source may lead to wrong data, right? So understand, this is very, very important, that there can be some fraudulent uh, data, there can be some fraud, there is always a possibility of fraud or fake data, or you can say um, misleading data, time consuming data, misleading, or you can say wastage of time, right? Like, have you seen, there are some people, they on social media, they communicate some kind of news which are fake, right? So maybe there is whatever, there is kind of डूम्सडे डूम्सडे मतलब सब कुछ खत्म होने वाला है, एवरीथिंग विल फिनिश ऑफ, अभी तो पैंडेमिक भी आ गया, पैंडेमिक इज कम एंड नाउ दिस हैज डन एंड now there is war, so everything will finish, okay, maybe in next 10 days or 100 days. uh, okay, okay, this is like okay, fake things. Or there are some people that aliens will come and take over the earth in next 1 month or maybe 1 year or something. So yeah, there are such wrong data or wrong sources. So what we have to do is we have to really think about, I'm sorry. When we are getting data, we need to really think about what are the right sources or authentic sources of the data. Like people are talking about currently heat wave. So yes, if it is the news is coming, or if some data is coming from right source, then you can believe in it. Otherwise, maybe there is something fake, or there is something misleading. Like I would like to give one more example. Let's say, think about example, there is a fake video calls being done to okay, to take away the, so take away money. So there are some people who will create some fake videos or fake video calls on WhatsApp, and then they call the person, he doesn't understand, maybe they threaten him, like they are posing they are police or something, and then what they will do is, they, based on fake video calls, they will take away the money of the people. So yeah, when we are talking about data, remember that we should have authentic and right source data. Okay, also we need to have timely data. Again, it's important that data, when we are talking about data, it should come in right time. Now this is about data. So once we get the data, what we do is we go ahead and try to convert it into information. So what is difference between data and information, guys? Data and information में क्या difference है? Yeah, yeah. Anyone? Difference between data and information? Yes. Okay. So data is raw. Data is raw. And when we talk about information, okay, so information is valuable, right? So we need to convert this raw data into information. by using some kind of cleaning, pre-processing. So basically in this case, we need to have pre-processing, or you can say cleaning. Okay. So all these kind of things we do, and then we convert the raw data into valuable information. Then comes the next thing, that is from the information. So why information is so valuable? Because we convert information into decisions. Yes. So when you took decision to think about, you are now already graduates. So you have taken decision to do your graduation in some particular branch. So when you are searching for a particular branch, you collected a lot of data, you collected a lot of information. Yes or no? When you are taking admission in a particular engineering college or particular MCA, BCA, some college, so you have collected a lot of data and a lot of information you extracted from it, and then finally took a decision. Yes or no? Type Y in the chat box if you say that yes, you took some data, you took help of some data, extracted information, and took decision about taking admission in your whichever bachelor college, engineering or MCA or any such kind of a college. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Good. Okay. So guys, understand why information is important, because finally it helps us take decisions. Always remember that it may not be necessary that decisions will lead to right decisions. So why we are taking decisions? Finally, our goal is to have right decisions. There may be some wrong decisions. So wrong decisions generally, when we suffer with wrong decisions, they generally give us more information. So using wrong decision, you can have more information, and then you can take better decision and go to right decision. So obviously wrong decisions are nothing bad, but point is that it is a extra step, so it's okay. So then we have a right decision, and then once we get right decision, what we do is we yes, we take the right decision. The goal is meaningful progress. Finally, everyone wants to grow, right? Everyone wants to grow, become more and more happy. Okay. So that's what people are looking for, that okay, finally, why are we collecting data, why are we collecting information, why are we converting it into information, then information we are converting to decisions. We want decision to be right, and then the purpose is basically we want progress. Yes. How many we want to progress? Yes, obviously everyone wants to progress, right? Everyone I can see that raise their hand. So point is that everyone wants to grow. So finally, this whole thing, why big data and AI, why are they in boom? One single answer is everyone wants to grow. Everyone wants to become more and more happy. So that is the whole thing, that people are collecting data from the world, then they're extracting some information, meaningful patterns. So what is information? Basically, information, you can say patterns, or you can say meaningful patterns you can have from the data. So you extract some patterns or information, and then using these patterns you take a decision, and then that decision you check whether it is a right decision or not. If it is right decision, then you make progress. Else you have taken a wrong decision, then wrong decision gives you more information, more pattern, that okay, this kind of decision should not be taken, and then you modify yourself and go ahead and correct yourself and go ahead. Okay, that's good. So that's why we are talking about boom in big data and AI. Now let us start discussion about what is big data. What's big data? First, let us understand what is data to begin with. So data, it's quantities, characters or symbols on which operations are performed by a computer. So understand quantities like 10, 20, 30, or 1.5, something like this, or characters A, B, C, D. Okay. Or you can say symbols like dollar, rupees. Okay. Symbols like this. Okay. So, okay, quantities, characters, and symbols. But then any quantities, any character, symbols? No, which are in a way that computer can perform operation, and they can be stored and they can be transmitted. So your quantities, character, and symbol should have three properties. It should be processed by a computer. Then a computer can process it, computer can store it, and can transfer it. So understand that computation, storage, and transfer, these are the three major aspects when we are talking about data. And we will see various tools of big data, or rather why big data came in picture is because of these three needs. ये तीन चीजें चाहिए हमें हमेशा जब भी हम डेटा बोलते हैं. ओके कोई भी डेटा हो, तो कोई भी डेटा है व्हेन इट इज कॉल्ड एज डेटा, तब हम उसको डेटा बोलेंगे जब वो कंप्यूटर में स्टोर हो सकता है, कंप्यूटर उसको प्रोसेस कर सकता है, एंड कंप्यूटर उसको ट्रांसफर कर सकता है. अदरवाइज वो डेटा हो के भी कंप्यूटर कैन नॉट रियली डू एनीथिंग अबाउट इट, तो उसको डेटा नहीं बोल सकता. ओके सो नाउ व्हाट इज बिग डेटा? एज पर विकिपीडिया, big data is primarily refers to data sets that are too large or complex to be dealt by a traditional data processing operating application software. You can think about by a single PC. इसका मतलब क्या है? Any data, it means that any data which is too large, बहुत बड़ा है साइज में, और it is too complex, दोनों में से एक. बहुत लार्ज भी हो सकता है, कॉम्प्लेक्स भी हो सकता है, that one PC, one single PC cannot deal with it in very raw terms. So that is big data. Okay, so what are the challenges in big data? Challenges include capturing. ऐसा डेटा कैप्चर कैसे करे, ऐसा डेटा लाए कहां से, from where we can get such data, that we can capture data which is very large or which is very very complex. First challenge. So you have CCTV cameras, you have sensors, you have IoT devices, you have mobiles, you have so many okay kind of what the systems are there to capture the data. Then second, curation means cleaning or customizing the data so that it can be processed. Okay, इस तरह से डेटा को क्लीन करो या प्रोसेस करो, that now we are able to do some positive effective sort of things with that data. That is called as curation. Like think about curation can be whatever data which comes, you want to remove all the special characters from it, or whatever data comes you want to only extract some interesting things from the data. Like think about you are having a CCTV camera, so in the CCTV camera you want to only extract a particular timing data from a particular time. So that is again curation. So now once you curate, you get the interesting data, then the challenge comes is storage. फिर challenge आता है कि store कैसे करेंगे, because understand it is too large, it is very very large or very complex data. So you need to have some specialized tools to store it. So that it is meaningful. Then comes searching. See, if we just store and store and store, will it be really helpful if we cannot search? Think about it. How many of you think that, sir, I have so much data in my laptops, इतने books है, I'll tell you, this is the problem with me also, that I have so many PDF files, so many soft copies, so many articles, so much data is there in my laptop. Then what is the problem? Yes, I cannot find the right data at right time. जब चाहिए तब right चीज हाथ में नहीं आती. How many of you have this problem? Type Y in the chat box. You face this challenge of searching in very large data. Yes. How many of you face this challenge? Good. Good. So see, same thing we want to address in big data also. That is searching. Then once you search, let's say yesterday I was with my family, my child, and we were having a good time. So in that we wanted to take some photos. And why we want to take photos, or why we want to search a right data? Because we want to share, right? We want to share with some people, like, okay, chalo फिर last में वही हुआ, chalo let's share with relatives, let's tell everyone that okay, yesterday what we did. Yes, right? होता है ऐसा. So you need to share. So same way, big data, another challenge is, now let's say I have a lot of data, I have collected a lot of data, but how I will share? So there is the challenge of sharing. Then comes transfer. Sharing comes the access की किसको access देना है, किसको नहीं देना है, kind of management of the information. And transfer is actually physical transfer. That is transfer of big data. Think about, if the data is so big or data is so large that you cannot process it using a single machine, so how you will transfer it? इतना बड़ा डेटा इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स है, तो उसको ट्रांसफर कैसे किया जाए? Okay, that becomes a challenge, right? Then once you are talking about the transfer challenge, let's say you're sorted out, transfer ho gaya, you are able to share it, you are searching it, your storage, you have enough storage, you have curated it, pre-process kar diya, you have captured the data, everything till now. But then think about it, digestion. We discussed digestion. What is digestion? Digestion is basically analysis. अगर हम analysis नहीं करेंगे, guys, I'll tell you, how many of you have this problem कि सर we study a lot, हम बहुत study करते हैं सर, CCAT एग्जाम के लिए, for CDAC we are studying, हम C++ स्टडी कर रहे हैं, हम एप्टीट्यूड स्टडी कर रहे हैं, हम इंग्लिश स्टडी कर रहे हैं, we study so much, but then याद नहीं रहता है. How many of you have this problem that you are not able to remember things easily? You study but then you forget, you study but then you forget. बहुत सारा चीज पढ़ाई करते हो, पढ़ाई करने के बाद याद आता है, but then later on you forget. Later on जब क्वेश्चन आता है, you are not able to remember. Yes, yes. So some of you may be facing this challenge. So understand why you are facing this challenge is because analysis. So when you study, okay, for example, when you study, you make notes, you, okay, do that, but then do a summary. After your study, you should always summarize. When you do summary, that okay, yesterday what all I studied, कल मैंने क्या क्या पढ़ा था, सारे टॉपिक्स, just at least give a summary. एक short summary, maybe one paragraph or something. एक paragraph में summarize करो कि तुमने क्या क्या पढ़ा, क्या क्या important points थे. Think about it. It's very, very crucial that whatever you are studying, you should summarize it, concise it, and store it. तुम अगर बस नोट्स बनाओगे, बस यूट्यूब वीडियोस देखोगे, बहुत सारा, यू स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, नहीं होगा, उससे नहीं होगा. व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट एनालिसिस पार्ट, दैट इज study, making notes and summarizing. is very crucial. That summary you are going to remember. ये चीज याद रखना कि जो समरी तुम बनाओगे वही समरी बहुत याद रहेगा. एंड यू कैन हैव समरी इन फॉर्म ऑफ इंडेक्स. ऐसे रख सकते हो, टॉपिक नंबर 1, टॉपिक नंबर 2, टॉपिक नंबर 3, इस तरह से. एंड टॉपिक नंबर 1 में क्या क्या पढ़ा, एंड टॉपिक नंबर 2 में क्या क्या पढ़ा, एंड टॉपिक नंबर 3 में क्या क्या पढ़ा. यू कैन हैव अ समरी लाइक दिस. ओके, इस तरह से तुम समरी बना सकते हो. ओके, सो that is possible. Okay, so then it will be like very like interesting. Okay, and then when you are summarizing like this, then what happens is you are actually doing analysis. And because you are doing analysis of your studies, now next time you are asked some question, it will be in your head. वो कहीं ना कहीं तुम्हारे दिमाग में रहेगा. बिकॉज यू आर डन एनालिसिस. सिर्फ तुम नोट्स नहीं कर रहे, नोट्स नहीं बना रहे, या सिर्फ यूट्यूब वीडियोस नहीं देख रहे, या यू आर नॉट जस्ट सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस. यू आर एक्चुअली डूइंग एनालिसिस, यू आर डूइंग समरी and storing that. Okay, क्या पढ़ा मैंने, what are the most important points, what are the learning. Like yesterday I made mistakes. I made some mistakes today also. In morning also I wake up and I made some mistakes, so I'm doing summary. I'm understanding that okay, this mistake I should not repeat, I should not uh, do waste my time in something stupid. So point is that when we do summarization, then we learn. So similarly, in big data, challenge comes of analysis. Such a large amount of data. How do we analysis? How do we do analysis? How we extract important patterns from the data so that we can take decisions? क्योंकि देखो फाइनली बिग डेटा का पर्पस क्या है, ये सब क्यों चल रहा है, फाइनली वी वांट टू टेक डिसीजन. सो हेल्प्स इन टेकिंग डिसीजन. Okay, because this helps in taking decision, so analysis is the next challenge. Then comes, once you start doing analysis, then comes the visualization part. Okay, we are doing a lot of we have data, we have captured the data, we have curated the data, हमने store भी कर दिया, search भी कर सकते हैं, we can share it, we can transfer, we can do analysis. Then obviously people want to visualize, we want to see. Okay, ठीक है, बताओ मुझे. There will be manager, there will be some high level team who would like, always would like to have some kind of understanding using some visualization, maybe some graphs. Maybe they would like to have some graphs, or maybe they would like to have some kind of a summary kind of a thing, or let's say they would like to have some key points. Okay, like this. So all this is under visualization. They want to have graphs which are dynamic graphs which are changing. Okay, or they would like to have continuous monitoring. Okay, graphs which are coming continuously and all that. So that is another kind of visualization you can have. Now once there is visualization, that is a challenge. Okay, creating graphs of such large amount of data, because there will be so many patterns, इतना सब कुछ होगा data में. Then you need to really understand, you in visualization you need to prioritize. You need to prioritize which visualization is more important than some other visualization, or because it's big data, it's very large, so you'll have a lot of patterns to be shown. You have a lot of patterns where we can have like understanding about the data. So visualization becomes the next challenge in big data. Guys, even if we do all this, even if you curate, capture and blah blah blah, so many things we saw, इतनी सारी चीजें हम देख रहे हैं, that okay, we are doing with the big data, but there is another very important challenge, which is purposeful fake data. Anybody knows what is purposeful fake data? किसी को पता है क्या होता है? This is the latest trend. डेटा में ये लेटेस्ट चैलेंज है, पता है किसी को? यस, सुना है किसी ने? एनीबडी हैज हर्ड अबाउट इट? Okay, no problem. It is actually fairly new thing, which is a new challenge or latest challenge in the data. See, let's say there is a person, एक XYZ person है. Now he is searching on Amazon. Okay, right? So everybody knows कि when I search something on Amazon, I'm going to get, so basically it is going to go to having, so this search on Amazon will lead to advertisements. Yes, advertisements आएंगे तुम. So now this XYZ person, what he wants to do is he wants to search Amazon, but he doesn't want to get the advertisements. ये नहीं चाहिए. So what he does is search on Amazon, वो भी search करता है, but then after real search, you do fake search. Something about you do fake search about something which you actually don't want to purchase. ऐसे तुम search कर दे, like think about I am going and searching about maybe a home theater system or something, which is not actually I'm looking for. So I purposefully do fake search. And because of this, what happens is, because of this purposeful fake search, now I have induced some wrong data or fake data in the system. मैंने क्या किया? कुछ wrong data purposefully system में डाल दिया. And now because of this, what is going to happen is Amazon is going to send me some advertisements which are based on, let's say, home theater system. होम थिएटर सिस्टम के एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स मुझे आएंगे, बट डू आई रियली वांट टू परचेस होम थिएटर सिस्टम? नो, मुझे परचेस ही नहीं करना है होम थिएटर सिस्टम. सो इट्स ओके, इवन इफ आई गेट एडवर्टाइजमेंट आई विल जस्ट निग्लेक्ट देम. मैं बस सिंपली उसको निग्लेक्ट कर सकता हूँ. यस, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एग्री विद दिस? यस, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एग्री विद दिस थिंग? राइट, ऐसे चीजें, दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग कैन हैपन पॉसिबली. ओके, सो दिस, yes, so this sort of thing can happen, and this is called as purposeful fake data. And nowadays a lot of people adopt these techniques to avoid getting a lot of fake calls, or you can say a lot of promotional marketing calls and all that. So that is called as purposeful fake data. This is going to be really a big challenge. So guys, when you will be joining industry, maybe in next 6 months or next 1 year, so understand that companies will be facing this challenge, because the problem is that people are concerned. बहुत सारे लोग नहीं चाहते कि automatic advertisements आ जाए उनको and all that. So they are using such techniques, okay, like purposeful fake data. So challenge becomes that you need to find out the right data out of the total data, which may involve fake data also. yes, so we saw, okay, to summarize this slide, हमने बहुत कुछ discuss किया है slide पे. So point is to summarize, understand data is something, quantities and characters and symbols. Data में क्या point है? Processed. Operations can be processed by computer, which can be stored and transmitted. वो data है. कंप्यूटर में प्रोसेस होना चाहिए, कंप्यूटर में स्टोर होना चाहिए, ट्रांसमिट हो सकता है, दैट इज डेटा. Then what is big data? Big data is very large data that is too large or too complex, which cannot be processed by a single computer or traditional data processing applications. And then we saw challenges in big data. So understand, as of now in industry there are a lot of challenges which are being faced to handle the big data. Next. So everyone today is collecting lots and lots of data. Why? सब लोग चाहते हैं कि कुछ भी हो जाए, they want to collect more and more data, more and more data they want, and all that kind of thing. So why? Because generally people think more data means better analytical power. Yes. How many of you agree with this? Type A in the chat box. Chalo, sab log, please respond. Everyone has to respond. If you agree with this, type A in the chat box. If you don't agree, say DA. Agree? Yeah, don't agree. Please, everyone respond in the chat box. More data, better analytical power. Agree? Not agree? Agree? Disagree? A or DA? Okay, Supriya agrees. What about others? Guys, everyone has to respond, please. Yes, Ankita, Bhagwat, Diksha, Jyoti, Mayuri, Nope, Shivani, Tisha, Yashoda, everyone. Yes. Agree? Okay, everyone is agreeing. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so yes, generally people think that more data is better analytical power. I'm trying to relate this. Huh? Now you think about, let's say there is a small kid. Think about a small kid. Okay, maybe 5 years, 5 year old. एक छोटा बच्चा है 5 साल. Okay, what's the capacity of that child? वो कितना खा सकता है? What's the amount of food you can take? Food intake का capacity कितना है? 1 kg. Let's assume 1 kg खाना खा सकता है वो और digest कर सकता है. 1 kg. Let's assume. I'm taking a lot, but then think about it. I'm saying 1 kg capacity है उसका. हाँ, 5 साल का बच्चा है, उसका capacity 1 kg. Now tell me, if I give 10 kg to it, will 10 kg lead to good health? Yes or no? Healthy करना है बच्चे को, तो I give more food, better health. Do you agree? More food, better health. एक 5 साल का बच्चा है जिसको 1 kg डाइजेस्ट करने की कैपेसिटी, उसको 10 kg दे दो, 50 kg दे दो, उसमें क्या है? पूरा जाके किराना का दुकान ही उठा के लाओ. More food, better health. No, this is not right. This is not right. So understand, guys, please. This is what industry is doing right now. That more data, better analytical power. This is understanding of general people. ये जनरली लोग सोचते हैं, लेकिन रियल में क्या है? इन रियलिटी ऑप्टिमल डेटा leads to better analysis. Remember, more data का मतलब है क्या better analysis? No, optimal data. We are looking for optimal data. So currently industry is moving from just collecting lots and lots and lots of data, सिर्फ बहुत ज्यादा data से optimal. इतना डेटा चाहिए कि मुझे एनालिसिस करना है, आई वांट टू डू बेटर एनालिसिस सो दैट आई कैन गेट बेटर डिसीजंस. ओके, सो that's the that's the current industry focus, that is having optimal data. Okay, now next thing, change in sources of data. Why people are collecting lot of data? आज इतना data क्यों है? पहला reason हमने देखा कि general people think that more data gives better analytical power. So now industry is moving to optimal data. ठीक है, गॉट इट. अभी हम ऑप्टिमल डेटा के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बिग डेटा, बट दैट मच डेटा विच इज इनफ फॉर अस टू डू एनालिसिस. नाउ सेकेंड, वाई वी आर गेटिंग लॉट ऑफ डेटा? हमारे पास इतना डेटा क्यों आ रहा है? द सेकेंड रीजन इज चेंज इन सोर्सेस ऑफ डेटा. ट्रेडिशनल सोर्सेस क्या थे? मेजर बड़े बड़े कंपनीज न्यूज देते थे, न्यूज़पेपर्स एंड फ्यू वेबसाइट्स. यही लोग, दीज वेयर द सोर्सेस ऑफ डेटा. सिर्फ यही ही डेटा का सोर्सेस था. बड़ा बड़ा कंपनीज एंड न्यूज़पेपर्स एंड मे बी सम लिटिल kind of a TV show or something, okay, or few websites. Only this was your source of data. But today, current data sources, every person. आज के डेट में एवरी पर्सन, एवरी मोबाइल, एवरी सिस्टम, एवरी एसी, एवरी व्हीकल, सब कुछ डेटा बना रहा है. every gadget, every machine, okay, everything is generating data. Yes, like think about a bank. आज के डेट में, in today's date, when we are talking about a bank is collecting account details, transactions, purchase history, photos, offers, loans, Twitter sentiments, social media accounts, everything of a person is getting captured. क्यों? Because today we want data from different angles. So here the conclusion is data from different angles, data from different perspectives. Give better understand. Okay. अलग अलग पर्सपेक्टिव से डेटा आएगा तो बेटर एनालिसिस होगा, बेटर प्रोसेसिंग होगा. Okay, and different angles data, you are going to get more and more data, right? एक ही एक स्टैंडर्ड जगह से डेटा आएगा, so you will have only limited data. But then when you are having lots of data from various angles, then basically you are going to have more data. Okay, so world of data, this is huge. आज के डेट में what is the kind of data or amount of data we are dealing with? हम किस तरह का डेटा डील कर रहे हैं? ओके, इट इज वेरी लार्ज, वेरी वेरी लार्ज. थिंक अबाउट दिस. Let me try to zoom in. Yeah, so every second number of emails, 2.9 million, 29 lakh. Okay, 29 lakh emails sent per second. 375 megabytes consumed by households every 10 minutes. हर 10 मिनट में 500 MB डेटा यूज हो जाता है. Yes or no? How many of you agree with this? We require so much data nowadays. Like maybe कितना GB per day? 3 GB per day? 3 GB per day you use currently, right? 3 GB per day, right? 3 GB per day per person. Yes, sir. 3 GB per day per person. And एक घर में let's assume 3-4 लोग हैं, 4 people in a house. So 12 GB per day, 12 GB per day. And day maybe let's say we are awake for कितने घंटे हम अवेक रहते हैं, मे बी 16-17 hours वी आर अवेक. 8 घंटे तो सोते हैं लोग, 7-8 घंटे. सो 17-18 घंटे, सो 7-18 hours वी आर अवेक एंड 12 GB, सो ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 1 GB per hour. You can say 700 MB per hour. That's the amount of data we are using. Okay, everyone. So such a big thing. 20 hours of YouTube video uploaded. अपलोड बोल रहा हूँ, यूज तो नहीं. पीपल आर वॉचिंग यूट्यूब वीडियोज सो हेवीली, इतने हेवीली यूट्यूब वीडियोज वॉच होते हैं. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि अपलोड कितना होता है. अपलोड इज लाइक 20 hours एवरी मिनट. हर मिनट को यूट्यूब पे 20 घंटे का वीडियो अपलोड होता है. इट्स सच लार्ज कलेक्शन ऑफ वीडियोस. And then 24 petabytes of data per day processed by Google. ये बहुत पुराना है. This is a long back statistics की Google processing 24 petabytes of data. हम देखेंगे. We will be seeing petabytes of data मतलब क्या. Huge tweets per day. Your X, platform X. So much. Okay. So large amount of data is getting talked about, getting used by people. Okay, so this big thing. So today you can very easily say that big data is practically everywhere. हर जगह पे people are very easily using big data. Like think about Ola application, it uses big data. Google Map use कर रहे हैं, ट्रैफिक एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं, right? Or you can say whatever, cab location analysis. Or you can say processing users. Such large number of users are their data is getting processed by Ola. So everywhere big data is getting used today. Okay, this is a very large kind of what do you say, the impact of big data is almost everywhere. Now history of big data. So what we'll be doing is right now we'll be discussing history of big data. Step by step we'll go in the history in some time. Right now let me give you overview in next 5 minutes. So guys, before this, in 1900s, people like created computers. Computers बन गए थे, and like you can say that people were talking about computers, and there were some kind of टाइपिंग ऑफ द डेटा एंड डेटा जा रहा था कंप्यूटर्स में, राइट? People were storing some files, create some files and store some files. Then in 2003, Google file system came. The first file system, see, because Google launch was roughly 2000, or you can say 2002, right? So when Google was launched, now what has happened is they started doing the web search engine, right? Basic Google का product क्या है? Web search engine. Now this web search engine, they wanted that large amount of data to be stored. If you want to really work on a very good web search engine, then what you have to do is you have to work on very large storage of data, because you are going to get a lot of data. So that's why Google, to store a large amount of data, they came up with Google file system. Okay, that was in 2003. Then in 2004, how we are going to process ये जो फाइल सिस्टम है जो बनाया है हमने, sorry, so the file system which we have with us, now we want to process the data, do the analysis or do some kind of processing on it, cleaning on it and all that. So for this purpose we need some tool, and that tool is map reduce. It came in 2004, roughly in that time. Then comes next year comes the duck cutting starts Hadoop. So now people understood that 2003 or 4 में people started understanding that large data storage and processing is very, very important. Okay, so that's why they came up with Hadoop system. So that Hadoop system, that is created by duck cutting. So he starts working on Hadoop. So Hadoop, we will be seeing Hadoop, and Hadoop has two important parts, that it has a it allows you to store very large amount of data. At the same time, it also helps you process large amount of data. Okay, are you clear till now? यहाँ तक clear है? क्या हुआ? Whatever we are discussing, we'll be going in details later. Step by step हम details में जाएंगे. I'm just discussing at an overview level right now. Then Yahoo starts working on Hadoop. तो जैसे ही Google ने Hadoop बनाने का try किया, so similarly immediately Yahoo also starts working, because anyway till now 2006 Google and Yahoo have become competitors, and Yahoo search engine and Yahoo Mail and all that, Hotmail and बहुत सारा चीज हुआ. So 2006, so Yahoo also started working on Hadoop. Now Apache Hadoop came. So these guys, they understood that okay, Hadoop system is very large, so this can be utilized. So they started creating their own flavors. So Google ने अपना flavor बनाया, Yahoo ने अपना flavor बनाया, and then they also understood that if we make it open source, it will be very, very helpful. So they made Hadoop open source by putting it under Apache license. Okay. So now Apache Hadoop started going in production. So many companies started adopting Hadoop in 2008. Now same year Yahoo has created Pig. Pig is basically application. Okay, Pig एक ऐसा application है which is going to help us do the data pipeline, in the sense some basic data analysis, extract, transform and load. Kind of extract a little data, then transform it in some way, and then load that data. So this kind of processing can be done using a Pig tool. So Yahoo created this tool. Okay, and soon later on they made it open source. Then among all this, अब तक social media आ गया था till 2008. People started using Orkut, remember Orkut and all that kind of things, and Facebook also came. So in 2009 Facebook also started becoming popular. Previously it was not so popular, but now it is becoming popular. There were Google products, social media आ गया market में, and social media products started coming in market. So the first contribution towards big data was Hive. Hive was created by Facebook. So basically in Hive we can actually store the unstructured data very easily. We can store structured as well as unstructured data, or you can say semi-structured data very effectively in Hive. Okay. Then after Hive, people started talking about processing the data very fast. अब तक हमने ETL pipeline देखा, processing देखा data का, so that is Pig, Yahoo, but then it is, you can say it is not real time, बहुत fast नहीं है. So people started discussing about Flume, and Flume we will be seeing how it is very fast, how it is customized to log files and all that. Okay, so people started discussing this, and that was created by Cloudera. Cloudera is a particular company which is maintaining Hadoop versions, and Hadoop ka repository currently is maintained by Cloudera. So you will see a lot of big data products being named after Cloudera. Okay. So that was 2010. So till now, guys, this era till 2010, ये जो भी हुआ before Flume, this is all batch processing. We are expecting that data is going to come, and in next one day I am supposed to do the analysis of the data. मेरे पास सारा data आएगा. Once I have all the data, I will process it in 1 day, 2 day, 10 days, 100 days. उसको बोलते हैं batch processing. Okay, so till 2010 people were talking about batch processing. Okay, some बहुत सारा data collect करो and उसको step by step process करो. But after 2010 people started discussing about real time data analysis. So even if you have very large amount of data, still you want to have quick analysis or quick understanding from the data. So this is possible. ये possible है कि yes, it is possible. How this possible? By doing specialized tools like Kafka, then Samza, then Storm, then PySpark, Spark. There are a lot of Spark streaming, Kafka streaming. There are a lot of tools which are available for real-time data analysis. Okay, so after 2010 people started going towards real-time data analysis. So guys, with this let us take a 15 minutes break. After 15 minutes what we'll do is we will discuss what is real time, what does it mean by real-time data analysis, and then we will be talking about what happened in the history, what happened in the real-time data analysis, how it grow, how it went from basic to advanced. Okay, so let's have a 15 minutes break and come back. If you have questions, I am here. Okay, so you guys are back. Let's continue with our discussion. Okay, anybody having any question or clarification till now? अभी तक जो भी discussion हुआ, whatever we discussed about history of big data, any questions or clarification anybody having? Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. So you understood till now. So we will just connect a point that till now what we discussed is till 2010. Till 2010, we were talking about batch data. हम batch data के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. What is batch data is basically means you think like some gather some data, then process it. Okay, so like some data means few GBs, can say few GB data you gather and then process it. So that is batch processing. Think about maybe once in 7 days, maybe once in a month or 6 month. I say we have at a fixed frequency we process the data. That is a batch processing. We are not going to make it like runtime. So runtime data means that it is like as and when the data comes immediately. तुरंत आ गया डेटा immediately process करके भेज दो. So that's the immediate kind of thing. And obviously as of today, आज की date में what is the latest thing is hybrid, where we are mix of both, where we are having mix of both. Okay, it's a hybrid kind of approach कि कुछ some part you try to do it immediately, some part you store and then you do it after a particular amount of time. Kuch part some like important part, very crucial part, immediate thing you want to process immediately, and there is some part which is not so important, so maybe you keep it for some days or 15-20 days or something, and then once you process it like that. So that is mix of hybrid mode. Okay, so that is the latest thing. So now let us understand what is real time. What are the different tools in big data for real time data analysis? So this whole thing started, the whole real time thing started because of social media. Obviously, because in social media, when we are having lots and lots of messages, okay, we need to process them immediately. So that's why the first very commonly used tool in big data, that is called as Kafka, was introduced by LinkedIn. So LinkedIn introduced this Kafka so that we can actually process the data very fast. Obviously, Facebook and all other Google, they were also having their own research or their own tools, but then those tools are proprietary, वो अंदर company में use करते हैं. But then this tool which is by LinkedIn, the Kafka tool, now it is open to every company, and many companies they have adapted to Kafka tool, which is a big data tool. So first people were thinking that big data means we'll collect a lot of data, बहुत सारा data collect करेंगे और फिर उसको process करेंगे. That was the initial understanding of people. But then now people have little bit varied from that understanding that there will be two types of data. एक होगा, one data will be that where you take it, okay, you take that data and immediately do the process. Another is that you take the data, you store it, keep on accumulating that data, and then finally what you do is after a fixed amount of time you process it. That is the real time and this. So the first tool is Kafka. Now we will be talking about Kafka, which was introduced by LinkedIn shortly. Okay, maybe today's session or maybe some other session, but then yes, we will be discussing Kafka. And then there is Storm, which is another okay tool for real-time data analysis. Then the next thing was actually architecture change, where they created a Lambda architecture. What does that mean by Lambda architecture? Means basically you are talking about cloud-based data processing. How many of you know what is cloud? Cloud is basically new infrastructure on internet. It is basically hardware is in the data center. So hardware is in data center, and then what you have is you kind of connect to that hardware and get the processing done. Okay, so that is basically the cloud. Okay, so we will be talking about a little bit about cloud also, like how okay, we are talking about okay, this Lambda architecture based on cloud. We'll try to connect to cloud, because cloud is, or you can say data center is, one of the very important parts of big data, understanding big data and how big data is getting processed. Then comes 2013, where fault tolerant stream processing at scale. Okay, uh, okay, that was published by Google. Also Spark was introduced. Spark was introduced in 2012, which was very fast. You can say 10x, or you can say 100x faster than Hadoop. Okay, so Spark introduces in-memory operations, processing pipelines, very smooth, very fast, and very smooth architecture. And then Spark also introduced it adapted to Python. So Python based Spark, so it came PySpark, which is currently very popular in the industry. And we will be talking about Spark and PySpark in coming days. So based on this, so 2012, 2013, there are many tools. So as of now, you can see that Kafka, then there is Storm, Flume, Hive, then there was also HBase, Pig. These are the tools. Then there is also HBase technology, which is you can say talking about NoSQL based. We'll be talking about HBase. Okay, so it is saying that structured query language. SQL stands for structured query language, and HBase says that there is no need of such structured query language. So NoSQL, and this also NoSQL technology is used by Facebook, is used by Yahoo, is used by Google, many LinkedIn, many social media, Amazon, okay, your what do you say, Netflix, then Flipkart, okay, Instamart, everything, Instagram, everything of it, they use some kind of NoSQL tools because uh, in NoSQL tools, what happens is it is very easy to store unstructured data. Like if the data is mixed, like there is text, there is video, like think about, I can say NoSQL data is one example can be, let's say, Insta Reel. इंस्टा रील के क्या क्या पार्ट्स होते हैं? व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ इंस्टा रील? व्हेन यू सी इंस्टा रील, व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स? क्या कोई बता सकता है? यस, टेल मी क्विकली, व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स? इज देयर अ हेडिंग? हेडिंग होता है उसको? देयर इज सम हेडिंग काइंड ऑफ थिंग, देयर इज अ कमेंट और देयर इज अ हेडिंग, नाम दिया हुआ है, राइट? इज अ हेडिंग व्हिच इज टेक्स्ट। हाँ, और क्या होता है? कमेंट, यस, कमेंट्स आर देयर, कमेंट्स आर देयर, कमेंट्स कैन बी मेनी बहुत सारे। एंड कमेंट्स का फीचर ये होता है कि रिप्लाई भी आ सकता है, you can reply to the comment. So there can be reply, there can be reply to reply, and like this. So there is comments, okay, yes, or
Likes, shares, saves.
like, share, yes, और क्या होता है? Sorry,
Saving option, sir.
save, okay, save, या वो favorites, favorite वाला तुम कर सकते हो, right? Save, okay, good, good. So like, share, save, so you can like it or share with someone, तो उसको जाएगा and all that. So and obviously reel has the video, तो वीडियो है, so think about it, video is a content, heading is text, comment is text, and you can think about like, share, save, ये सब क्या है? This is boolean operations, boolean values की like किया नहीं किया, yes or no. Or there is timing also, yes, reel has a timing, and timing in the sense कि कितना देर तुमने देखा, they are going to like maintain that how much time you are watching that reel, yes. अगर कोई reel तुमने पूरा देखा, then you are going to get similar reels, yes or no. And if you skip the reel, फटक से you एक reel आया and फटक से skip कर दिया, तो what is going to happen? They will, okay, this person is not interested in this, yes, yes, views, yes, yes, timing, views, how many views are there total. तो if you are going to like or share, तो वो भी count होगा, and plus how many people are actually viewed it, पूरा वो भी दिखेगा तुम्हें, how many views. Good, good. So these are the components. So understand that is it any structure, is there any structure? इसमें text है, इसमें integer value, views is a integer value, there is integer value to it, there is a text value, there is boolean value, like, share या save किया है नहीं किया, there is a timing, there is a time, date and time है, so much data is there with different data types, अलग अलग data types का data है, and that's why we are going to prefer NoSQL when we are talking about big data. And that is one aspect of big data, that the data itself is complicated. We are going to see that. So point is that what happened is when big data started growing, pehle initially we got HDFS file system, Hadoop distributed file system, by that is called as Google file system, that is Hadoop distributed file system, HDFS was launched. Then uske baad we have Hadoop itself, we have MapReduce aaya, then we have a whole Hadoop system, then we have Hive system, then we have Pig, Flume, then we have Kafka, which is real time, then we have Spark. Again, Spark is like advanced MapReduce architecture where it is processing big data very fast. Then as of today, 2014-15, later, after Spark was introduced, Spark का latest version is Spark Streaming. So we are streaming very fast. Spark Streaming is like, think about it, you are able to process millions of videos at a time. एक वीडियो नहीं, लाखों वीडियो तुम एक साथ प्रोसेस कर सकते हो. दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ कैपेसिटी Spark Streaming brings you, because it is working on clusters. So we will be seeing what are the clusters, what is the infrastructure needed for big data. So these are the softwares. ये हम history, we saw the history from point of view of softwares. There is also history from point of view of infrastructure. We'll be talking about that. Okay, like what is the history of infrastructure of big data. Big data में infrastructure कैसे build होता गया. Okay. Yes. Am I audible? I think there was a network glitch.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Thank you. So we'll be seeing the history of infrastructure of big data also. Okay, maybe in another session. Okay. So this is about the softwares of big data. Okay. Okay. And all these technologies or all these softwares which we saw, we'll be going the details of the different softwares. Purpose of the history is, guys, understand that finally what is your target is if we are targeting the pre-cat, or you can say CCAT exam. So CCAT exam, you are going to ask MCQs, multiple choice questions. So year wise technology, which technology was introduced roughly when, एक rough understanding रहना चाहिए. You should have a rough understanding or a flow you should remember. So that's why I have put this timeline for you. Okay, so please mark this slide as important slide. इसका screenshot लेके रखो and make sure that you revise this slide before you go for your exam, because uh, yes, so if you have taken screenshot of this slide, please type Y in the chat box, because this is very very important, especially keeping in mind MCQs. Okay, great. Chalo. So I'm going ahead now. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going ahead. Now let us understand definition of big data. Okay. Generally, if you see around now, so big data is talked about as three V's generally. Okay. Generally, लोग बोलेंगे कि three V's है. Okay. Big data. So let us understand a little bit about three V's of big data. Most popular three V's are, first is volume. Volume matlab the size, then velocity and variety. Three V's of big data. Okay, let us discuss them one by one. Now understand, guys, talking about two aspects, though aspect. One is size on y-axis, size of the data, and you can say variety and complexity, because variety is one of the complexity. on x-axis. So x-axis पे variety and complexity, and y-axis पे we have size. So let us discuss how the things went on increasing. Okay, so first people were talking about small ERP systems, जिसमें people are like organizations were talking about कि customers का data storing on ERP, सिर्फ कस्टमर ने कब परचेस किया, क्या किया, उसका card number and something, well, basic information. That is ERP. Then people started talking about customer relationship management, CRM systems, जिसमें we are actually uh, talking about communication with the customer also, like automated SMS, automated emails, segmentation of the customers कि ये customer सच में ये परचेस करेगा नहीं करेगा, या एक बार परचेस करने वाला है बाद में वो परचेस करेगा नहीं करेगा. सो देयर केम सीआरएम सिस्टम. सो इसमें और थोड़ा ज्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी है. फर्स्ट ईआरपी सिस्टम में बस कस्टमर्स का डेटा है, दैट्स ऑल. अब सीआरएम सिस्टम में थोड़ा इम्प्रोवाइज हो गया, दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि कस्टमर से कनेक्ट कैसे करना है, मोबाइल ऑटोमेटेड मैसेजेस एंड ऑल. सो थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा डेटा, size of the data increased. At the same time, complexity of the data also, or complexity of the system also increased. Okay, variety of the data कि अभी contact information भी है, कब last time when he was contacted, last time कब purchase किया था, last time उसने कब visit किया था, and all that is also maintained in CRM. Then came websites. अब जब website आया, then the whole thing changed. क्यों? Because we are talking about customer. जब websites came, we are talking about customer visiting the website, not actually the physical company, or not actually the physical what do you say shop. Okay, एक physical shop को visit करने की बात नहीं हो रही है अभी. Once we introduced web, we started saying that okay, website पे कब last time आया था, कब उसने login किया था. People started talking about login, memberships and all such kind of thing कि कब उसको लास्ट टाइम एडवर्टाइजमेंट गया था, तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट पे क्लिक किया कि उसने वेबसाइट पे जाके एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखा क्या, ऑल सच काइंड ऑफ थिंग. सो नाउ वी आर अब के ऑनलाइन है, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मार्केटिंग, ऑनलाइन मार्केटिंग. अभी तक सीआरएम सिस्टम, ईआरपी सिस्टम तक ऑनलाइन मार्केटिंग नहीं था. नाउ वेब केम, देन केम द ऑनलाइन मार्केटिंग, देन केम द हिस्ट्री. Guys, I think there was a network glitch. What was the last point you heard? Because I was in the flow and बीच में ही कब network गया, I could not recognize. Okay, I think Sakshi is trying to say something. Fine. Okay. Okay. Website. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your active participation. So yes. So we were talking about web-based things. So now see, दोनों साइड देखने x and y, साइज भी बढ़ रहा है. When we are talking about size, अब जो डेटा आ रहा है, the size of the data which we are gathering, जो डेटा एक कंपनी के पास आ रहा है, size is also increasing, and at the same time variety and complexity also increasing. पहले जो डेटा था सिंपल इंफॉर्मेशन, कस्टमर कब आया कब गया एंड कब एंड ऑल दैट, सिंपल इंफॉर्मेशन इन सीआरएम एंड ऑल दैट, कब कॉल किया, देयर वाज नो फोटो एंड नथिंग. अब वेब आ गया तो यू हैव इमेजेस, अब इसमें अलग अलग टाइप का डेटा आ गया, इमेजेस, वीडियो आ गया, कब सर्च किया उसने, क्या सर्च किया, क्लिक क्लिक स्ट्रीम डेटा आ गया, क्लिक स्ट्रीम डेटा आ गया, क्लिक्स कितनी बार क्लिक किया, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स क्लिक, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स व्यूज, एक सेम आइटम या सिमिलर आइटम्स हाउ मेनी टाइम्स व्यू, क्या सर्च किया था उसने. So now people started talking about, when we are talking about web, people started talking about ki can we search or can we segment the customers based on their interest, based on their search terms. Okay, marketing kaise kiya jaye, targeted marketing. Okay, so kind of things came. So why? Because the data is large, you are having complex data. So uh, you have variety of data, so now you can have different aspects about the customer. Same customer के बारे में आपके पास ज्यादा information है, so you are trying to take decision from a different perspective, अलग perspective से आप decision लेना चाहते हो. And then came the big data, where we are talking about data from everywhere. Data from web, data from mobile, data from sensor, data from satellite, सब जगह से डेटा आ रहा है, एंड सब फ्रॉम सोशल मीडिया. ओके, सो क्या ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म्स, उसका जीपीएस डेटा, जीपीएस लोकेशन डेटा, उसका माइक्रोफोन, उसका कैमरा, data from everything or everywhere is getting utilized. उसका social media accounts, whatever, everything is there to take a decision. So this becomes petabytes of data getting captured. अलग अलग जगह से आ रहा है डेटा, एंड अलग अलग टाइप का डेटा है, and then basically using all this data we are trying to extract and take some decisions based from the user. Okay, for that particular user, what is the best thing we can have, so that uh, then what happens is we are able to take the right decision. Okay. Okay, now so one more aspect, एक और aspect है, एक है कि how based on the time, the size and complexity दोनों बढ़ रहा है. Another aspect is, see, big data means transaction data. तो अभी बैंक के transaction भी track हो रहे हैं. It's like companies, when you see you are getting advertisements, guys, एक चीज याद रखना, keep in mind, if you are getting any advertisements on website, on email, on your message, on any app, कुछ आपको एडवर्टाइजमेंट आ रहा है, ऑलवेज द एडवर्टाइजमेंट इज कमिंग बिकॉज ऑफ योर डेटा. तुमने कुछ तो किया है, दैट्स व्हाई एडवर्टाइजमेंट कमिंग. विदाउट दैट एडवर्टाइजमेंट वोंट कम. हाउ मेनी ऑफ योर एलेक्सा एट योर हाउस? एलेक्सा है या गूगल होम, समथिंग लाइक दैट? हाउ मेनी ऑफ योर एलेक्सा एट योर होम? Okay, no issues, great. So it's good that none of you have it, so that's nice. Because Alexa, see, even if you don't want, it's always going to listen. So similarly, my mobile has we have given the microphone access, right? Mobile में microphone access हमने enable करके रखा है, every one of us. So what happens because of that? The point is that because of this, all the time my mobile is listening to what I am speaking, and based on that it is able to, okay, So that like um, um, I'm sorry. Okay. So let's connect back to the point. That is about the transaction. So whenever you are going to get any advertisements is based on some analysis. Maybe your transactions, maybe your clicks, maybe your visit or something. Interactions, your observations, your voice, like mobile is always recording some voices and based on that it is suggesting something. Okay, some people have observed, I don't know how many of you observed that I don't use Insta, but then Instagram posts or your feed changes when somebody comes beside you. तुम्हारे साइड में कोई आ जाता है तो immediately Instagram के feed change होते हैं. How many of you observed this? Type Y in the chat box. Okay. अच्छा. Okay. Diksha has observed. Fine. Fine. Okay. Thank you. Yes, होता है. This is possible that based on the voices around you, the feeds change. Okay, of Instagram. ठीक है. Okay. But the point? Okay, so the big data is talking about all the data. Okay, it's just an interesting fact. Okay. uh, okay guys, tell me, like when we use WhatsApp or you use Insta, how much data, like how many parameters they are capturing from you? आपसे क्या क्या डेटा लेते हैं वो? आपसे क्या क्या डेटा कैप्चर करते हैं? थिंक अबाउट इट. यस, टेल मी, कम ऑन. पहले तो मोबाइल नंबर लेते हैं. यस और नो, और क्या क्या लेते हैं? लोकेशन. ओके, लोकेशन लेते हैं. ईमेल. ईमेल भी लेते हैं. हाँ, और थिंक अबाउट इट, क्या क्या लेते हैं? व्हाट आर दे आर ट्रैकिंग? क्या क्या कैप्चर कर रहे हैं? कॉन्टैक्ट, एक्सेस ऑफ अदर म्यूचुअल पीपल, अदर कॉन्टैक्ट्स. ओके, अदर कॉन्टैक्ट्स. ओके, और क्या? Anything? Language? Okay, what is the language you are using? Okay, good. Hmm. And also from your messages, they understand what are the languages you are comfortable with, right? Okay, good. Links shared. Okay, what are the links? Okay, so ये ऐसे लिस्ट हम बना सकते हैं. टेल मी, जो टोटल पैरामीटर्स वो कैप्चर करते हैं, व्हाट इज द टोटल नंबर? टोटल नंबर सोचो. हाउ मेनी थिंक लेस देन 100 है? टाइप वाई इन द चैट बॉक्स की लेस देन 100 चीजें वो कैप्चर करते हैं. लाइक ऑल डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ थिंग्स, सारी चीजें मिला के टोटल दे कैप्चर मे बी 90 और 100 थिंग्स फ्रॉम यू. टाइप वाई इन द चैट बॉक्स. ठीक है. ओके, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू थिंक? ओके, दीक्षा सेज मोर देन 100. हाउ मेनी ऑफ थिंक लेस देन 1000? 1000 चीजें सर. और कुछ और भी कुछ और भी चीजें ले रहे होंगे वो. Okay, maybe your bank account details, maybe your bank account transaction details, जो हो रहे transactions, UPI IDs getting shared. You are saying yes, I have done the transaction. बैंक के transaction भी track हो रहे हैं. You reply to your friends that yes, yes, I have done the transaction like this. So think about how many of you think कि 1000 से like 1000 से ज्यादा तो होंगे ही नहीं, less than 1000. How many think? 1000 parameters, yes. What about Diksha? How many of you think? Because you're only saying greater than 100. What is your number? Maximum number. Can you think about maximum parameters? Parameters captured. Maximum number. What is the maximum number you can think? Batao. Then I will tell you official number. Because unofficial to undisclosed है. लेकिन I will tell you official. हाँ. Any number? Maximum कितना होता होगा? Captured data. Supriya is laughing. Official number. So I'll tell you official number. Official number is 72,000 parameters from every login. हर एक login से they capture 72,000 parameters. Supriya says privacy is myth. Yeah. See, understand, you have to, nothing is free in this world. Remember that nothing is free. अगर कोई चीज फ्री दे रहे हैं कोई, नथिंग इज फ्री इन दिस वर्ल्ड. कोई चीज अगर कुछ फ्री दे रहा है तो इट इज विद अ पर्पस. तो अगर गूगल तुम्हें, थिंक अबाउट गूगल मैप क्यों चल रहा है, व्हाई गूगल मैप इज सो इफेक्टिव, बिकॉज एंड्रॉइड इज फ्री. एंड्रॉइड ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम आप मोबाइल खरीदते हो एंड्रॉइड का, इट इज चीप. व्हाई? बिकॉज एंड्रॉइड इज फ्री. तो एंड्रॉइड इज फ्री तो गूगल इज यूजिंग दैट. आपका लोकेशन डायरेक्टली गूगल ट्रैक कर रहा है, आपका माइक्रोफोन एक्सेस गूगल ले रहे हैं. सो या इट्स चीप है तो ठीक है, तुम्हारा डेटा ले रहे हैं. Understand that there are some companies which can tell you कि, like, say there is a marketing campaign में it can be told that, let's say I want to find out all kids between 10 to 15 age. ऐसे किड्स निकालो जो 10 से 15 साल में है, एंड देयर पेरेंट्स in IT company, and their total income is greater than something, and their location is this. इस तरह से I can have a complete information. The school of the kid, I can also track the school of the kid. क्योंकि स्कूल में कुछ होता है तो स्कूल people they put on Instagram, school people they tell you to post something on Instagram. तो anyway it gets connected. तो इजीली आपके पेरेंट्स लाइक करते हैं, शेयर करते हैं आपका वीडियो, पुट ऑन इंस्टाग्राम. सो ऑब्वियसली they come to know that you, like, the kid is in this particular school. Okay, so this is all tracked. ये सब tracked है. Okay, so point is we are discussing the breadth, width and the breadth of big data. Big data मतलब क्या चीज है, ये मैं I'm trying to make you visualize what is the kind of data we are talking about. It's huge. It's really very very large, not just in size but variety, complexity, सब कुछ. Okay, everything, like maybe uh, your language. How many of you have Marathi or Hindi or some Indian language as a regional language? कितने लोगों का इंडियन लैंग्वेज रीजनल लैंग्वेज है, लाइक मराठी और हिंदी और गुजराती और समथिंग? जस्ट टाइप वाई इन द चैट बॉक्स. रीजनल लैंग्वेज इज योर मदर टंग. Like mine is Marathi. So yeah, okay, yes. So now guys, I'll tell you about our languages, like for example Marathi I'm taking. So for our languages, Google, Facebook, Amazon, they have more data than us, because the words, different people are using Marathi and they are writing different words. All the different words, they are getting stored. Slangs hai, short forms hai, everything is getting stored, everything is getting processed. So today these people, they have more information of regional languages than we have. हमारे पास जितना हिंदी का नॉलेज नहीं है या जितने हिंदी के वर्ड्स नहीं है, उतने अमेजोन, गूगल और फेसबुक के पास है या इंस्टाग्राम वाले के पास है. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग द पॉइंट आई एम मेकिंग? The size and complexity and variety of data which we are talking about is huge. Okay. So that way, that is one aspect to big data. Okay, let us go ahead. So these are the three most common v's. ये मोस्ट कॉमन तीन वीज है जहां पे बिग डेटा आता है. दैट इज वॉल्यूम, वेरी लार्ज साइज, like petabytes, zettabytes and all that. And then there is velocity. Velocity is speed, we will see. And then variety, which is the complexity of the data. So volume, let's have a simple understanding of the volume. You have fair understanding of volume, but just touching it. So in last few years, like 2020 tak, till 2020, the amount of data which was used is grown by 44 times. But after 2020, the amount of data usage grown is very high. Why? Because of after 2020, there is now everything is started to become online. Like now online session. If you would have met me, see, अगर तुम लोग मेरे क्लास को आते 2018 में, think about it, going back maybe 8 years back, 2018, if you would have come to my class, I would have said नहीं नहीं नहीं, online नहीं करेंगे, let's come to the classroom में बात करते हैं and all that. But nowadays everyone is moving online, everything is happening online. So yes, obviously the teaching and everything is also happening online. Okay, so the point is that that's why the size of the data, or the amount of data which is getting used, has increased a lot. Okay, in last few years, maybe you can say after corona wave, okay, the amount of data getting used is very large. Okay. This is another important slide. Please take a snapshot of it. This is an important slide because it defines the different, like, what are the different names in the sizes of data. Like bit is 1 bit, nibble is 4 bits, byte is 8 bits, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte. Gigabyte is 1000 or 1024 megabytes. You can say terabytes is 1024 gigabytes. And say petabyte is 1024 terabytes. Exabyte is 1024 petabyte. Zettabyte is 1024 exabyte. And yottabyte is 1024 zettabytes. Like this. Now, there is another way to represent this. Like you can say kilobyte is 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3 bytes. That is kilobytes. Megabyte is 10 raised to 6 bytes. Gigabyte is 10 raised to 9. Terabytes is 10 raised to 12. Petabytes is 10 raised to 15. Exabytes is 10 raised to 18. Zettabyte is 10 raised to 21. And yottabyte is 10 raised to 24. Like this. You can also remember in this terms, okay, 1000, million, and in this billion and all this. Okay, you can remember. Okay, 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 6, 10 raised to 9, 10 raised to 12. So this is like what is the size of the data? We are talking about. Okay, I hope you have taken a screenshot of it. Okay, fine. Now there's another thing, how the size of the data is growing because of the RFIDs, because of the mobiles, and because of the sensors and all that. Then another thing which comes in this discussion is variety, that is complexity of the data. Okay, so when we are talking about complexity of the data, so relational data like tables, like complexity means different types of data. One is simple table data, like table data is kind of excel file. Okay, there is rows and columns. Basically in table there are always rows and columns. Okay, then there is text data which is on email or websites and all that, like a simple free text. Okay, simple text in paragraphs, or you can say documents, or you can say books. Okay, flow of text data. I say it can check as a text data, just like a website which is describing a lot of things like Wikipedia or something. Then there is semi-structured data like XML, extended markup language. Okay, so this is a special kind of data where semi-structure means little structure and no structure mixed. Like think about image data or video data. It is very difficult to keep them in a particular structure. Okay, कि इमेज का जूम साइज क्या है, इमेज का लेंथ एंड विड्थ क्या है, इमेज में डेप्थ कितना है. The kind of data which is coming in image is unstructured data. So we are mixing structured data and unstructured data together. So that is, you can say, a semi-structured data. We will be going in details of structured and unstructured data. Okay, later in the later sessions. Then comes graph data. Now this is the latest type of data which is coming up, that is graph data. So I would like to have a 2 minutes discussion on it. So think about, there is a person. Okay, there is person one. Now what is this graph data is talking about is this person one is connected to another person two, person three, and think about person three is connected to person four, and maybe person two and four are connected. So are you observing, person one is also connected to person 10, person 10 is connected to person 11, maybe person 3 and 11 are also connected, maybe 10 and 2 are also connected. It's like that, all mess. So that is graph data. Especially we are talking about social media. Also there is something known as semantic web. So semantic web data means, think about meaning, word meanings, basically. Semantic web is talking about the terms, meaning of terms, connection between terms based on their meaning. Yes, just for example, run. Run is connected to race. Race में run करते हैं लोग. Also, run is connected to health. If we run for a particular amount of time, then we will get a good health. Okay. Then run also comes connects to shop. Okay. This person runs a shop. So understand that same word, but then there is different meaning. Observe. In this case, there is meaning one, that I am running a shop. I run a shop is different meaning compared to I run in a race. Meaning two. Yes. So I run for health. That is meaning two. But then running in race or running for health is very different than running a shop. Yes or no? So understand that there is a different connections being made based on the meaning of the word. Same word, but it's different meanings. They connect in different way. Okay. Another example can be, you can think about Windows. What is Windows? Windows क्या है? Windows can be a physical entity, physical window, or you can say Windows means operating system, like Microsoft operating system. Yes, yes. So that is the same word but different meanings. They are connected in different ways. Okay. So that is graph data. Connection, interconnection between different words, interconnection between different organizations, interconnection between different people, interconnection between different cities. अलग अलग सिटी को कैसे कैसे रास्ते हैं, how I can go to travel to different cities. Okay, that again becomes a graph data. Yes, are you able to understand graph data? Clear है, समझ में आया? So point I'm making is that that becomes complex. ये चीज हमारे डेटा को कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी लाता है. Then comes streaming data. Streaming data means basically data which is free flowing. ऐसा data which is coming very very fast and going very very fast. That is called as streaming data. The main feature of streaming data is you can scan the data only once. आप डेटा को सिर्फ एक बार स्कैन कर सकते हो बिकॉज इट इज कमिंग एंड गोइंग वेरी वेरी फास्ट. Like think about CCTV camera. In CCTV camera, the video you are able to watch, it's like continuous stream है, आगे जा रहा है, आगे बढ़ रहा है, like that. Okay, it's like that. So that is streaming of data. That is bringing in the complexity. Big public data, online, weather, finance data, and all that. Okay. Then comes velocity. Now, guys, pay attention. Think about this. Velocity. Velocity means very fast data. So what does that mean is late decisions, missing opportunities. If you are going to take decision which is going to be late, then immediately you are going to miss some opportunities. Yes. So that is the fast data. How many of you have experienced key this the data coming in is very very fast. Like think about it. You get some offer offer has maybe 5 days limit. If you see the offer after 5 days, so can you use that offer? Yes or no? After 5 days, same offer, no use. No use of the data. Yes or no? Yes, everyone has experience, right? Yeah. So same way, online offers and dhamaka sales and ये सब चलता रहता है. So there is velocity, there is speed. So any other example of velocity or speed of data? Yeah, the main thing is, main feature you have to think about is that if you become late, then there is no meaning in it. ऐसा डेटा जो देखने के बाद immediately you have to take an action, otherwise you are going to miss. One example we gave is offers. What is another example? जहाँ पे डेटा कंटिन्यूअसली चेंज हो रहा है. Like think about the syllabus. Yes, engineering syllabus is changing. Think about 10 years back and now. Yes or no? Somebody has learned things 10 years back or 20 years back or 50 years back. Think about it. How many of you say that it has changed? Yes or no? It has changed. Everybody agrees. So guys, there is velocity. So understand that this velocity in the data brings in new challenge or makes the data complicated. And that is the third V in your big data. Real time, very fast data like weather forecasting data. Think about weather forecasting. Very fast, right? Like today, it may rain in Pune. I'm able to see some clouds and I'm able to see that it's a humid atmosphere today. So that is weather forecasting data is real time data. Live stream, yes, live streams, live classes like this class is going on live. So if you miss the class, obviously you can watch a recording, but then recording and live is way different. So the point is that the data is changing very fast. Scientific instruments collecting different source of data, mobile devices, continuous fast data is coming. Location of mobiles, right? Location of mobile is changing very fast. So live. So one important thing in this is to remember that you may not have large size of data. Rather than large size, we want to process in real time. हमें क्या करना है? Real time में process करना. Okay, rather than a very big size of the data. So we want to have a little data, maybe optimal data, as we talked about. We want to have optimal data, and based on the optimal data, we want to take decision immediately. That is very fast. So we are not here to just keep on collecting large data. We are here to take a decision and go ahead. Okay, that's a kind of thing. So that is real time or fast data. One of the thing, because of real time data, understand that you may not require to store all the data. That may not be necessary. Now So people, when they started understanding big data, the three V's of big data, they started understanding that we need real-time analytics or decision systems. We need to take decisions quickly with a particular effect. Think about it, like I said, that there is a sale going on and I see the sale, and after that I take 10 days to take a decision, तो तब तक शायद sale बंद हो गया हो. Okay, so we have to have a real time analytics, okay, going on. We will be going uh, to discuss this real time analytics with different case studies soon, okay, maybe in the next session. So understand, think about product recommendation that are relevant and compelling right now. आज के डेट में मुझे क्या चाहिए? Let's say I want to purchase a my children, my child, my daughter's school is online, so I want to purchase a monitor for her so that she will be able to see it comfortably. So if I get some offer regarding a particular kind of monitor, then yes, it will compel me. मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा यार, अरे हाँ, if this is good monitor and it has offer, I am willing to buy. Are you understanding? Then another kind of real-time analysis can be why people are changing from one company to another company. एक company, जैसे yesterday it happened, I was about to purchase exhaust fan and I was not getting a particular color. The person said that I will get you the same color tomorrow, but then tomorrow I don't have time, in the sense आज मुझे आके यहाँ पे तुम्हें सेशन देना है. I don't have time. Yesterday I had some time, so I said that whatever is available today, let's do it. So one particular company, one very famous company was there, but then its product was not available. So what I did is I changed the company. I went to another company and took the same product. So understand that this is real time. This is real time. So such real time analysis, what is their impact? Okay, how big data plays a role in this, we'll be seeing in the next session. And how, when we are talking about decision making, so how AI comes into picture. So this is the link between big data, batch processing, big data, real-time processing, big data hybrid processing, and AI. तो ये जो decision making, real-time analytics and decision making, this is the link between big data and AI. So we will be talking about this with case studies also. Now, guys, understand that there are many people, they say that there are three V's of big data. We already saw the three V's of big data. What are these? Volume, velocity, variety. Three V's. But then there are some people who add the fourth one, that is called as veracity. Veracity means uncertainty about the data या unclarity. Clear नहीं है data के बारे में. You are unclear. Like let's say if somebody asks me what you will be doing in August 2016, तुम क्या करोगे? I have a rough idea कि maybe I will be doing some training. मैं कुछ ट्रेनिंग दे रहा हूँ. I will be because I am a trainer, तो मैं कुछ ट्रेनिंग दे रहा हूँ. I will be speaking something and all that. So that is possible, but then it is not certain. फिक्स है क्या अगस्त में यही करूंगा? नॉट एट ऑल फिक्स. डिपेंड्स. बहुत सारे पैरामीटर्स है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. माय ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, माय गोल्स एंड माय फैमिली एंड माय ओन गोल्स एंड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. So based on that, what will be done in August will be decided. So right now I have uncertainty about uh, my actions in August. So why this uncertainty comes? Because of the inconsistency कि कभी कभी, let's say I'm talking to my friend, I may say that I will be doing this in August, but then let's say I'm talking to my family, I may be planning something with my family about August. Maybe with my organization, when I come to my organization, I will be planning something with my organization about August. But then is anything fixed right now? अभी कुछ fixed है क्या? Yes or no, guys? Nothing fixed, because data is in doubt. There is uncertainty about it. Okay. Like How many of you will get a particular center after CCAT exam? There is uncertainty. There is uncertainty about the things. It depends how much effort you put. Okay, we will be discussing. हम ये डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि how to crack CCAT exams, especially what is the approach you should use to solve MCQs. We will be discussing that in coming sessions. While we discuss big data and AI, साइड बाय साइड ये भी हम डिस्कशंस करेंगे कि विच स्ट्रीम, कौन सा ब्रांच सेलेक्ट करना चाहिए आफ्टर सीकैट, विच सीडैक ब्रांच you should choose, and all that. We will have some discussions regarding that, okay, while the sessions go on. Okay, so right now you're also in doubt, so that is called as veracity. Okay, that's the fourth V. Then how many V's of big data? Some say 3, some say 4. And what Wikipedia says? Wikipedia, which is considered as a standard thing, it says there are 6 V's. क्या क्या V's है? Volume, variety, velocity, veracity, value, and variability. What is value? Value means the price or cost of the data, or cost of the information, or gain from the information. Think about it, कि if I give you some information that this is the particular question, or these are the 10 questions which are very, very likely questions in your CCAT, how many of you will become very delighted? Type Y in the chat box. If I tell you that these are the 50 questions which are most probable questions in CCAT exams, how many of you would be delighted? Type Y in the chat box. Yay, yay, everyone is looking for that. So that's the value. But unfortunately, guys, understand that there is no in CCAT exam. Remember, if some YouTube channel guy is telling that I know what were the last CCAT exam questions, historical questions in CCAT, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. Please don't trust these guys. Guys, nobody can tell you what are the most probable CCAT questions. Why? I'll tell you. Even if I have set the paper. Generally, CDAC is going to collect 2 or 3 papers from different experts. They are going to mix it and then randomly do selection. So it is very random. The questions which you are going to face are going to be quite random. Nobody can really actually tell you कि कौन सा क्वेश्चन सच में सीकेट में आएगा. लास्ट बैच का क्या क्वेश्चंस थे? Nobody can tell you. Last to last batch कौन से क्वेश्चन थे? Nobody can tell you. If there are some YouTube channels, there are some people who are telling कि यही क्वेश्चन आएंगे, they are faking it. कुछ तो गलत बात बता रहे हैं. Okay, they are not real guys. They are not your friends. Okay, they are not your friends. Remember that nobody. I have set the papers. मैं पेपर सेट करता हूँ CDAC में. I am a seasoned trainer in CDAC. I have done paper setting for different subjects, for AI, for machine learning, for deep learning, data analytics, many papers I said. But I will tell you guys, CDAC internal software of how the questions are selected, how questions are coming, how the options are coming, this is very different. This is very, very different. So guys, it is recommended that you don't trust such kind of YouTube videos or any channels or any people who claim कि okay कि ऐसा कोई तो बोल रहा है ये क्वेश्चन तो 100% आएंगे, 100% ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. दिस इज द लास्ट बैच क्वेश्चन पेपर, ऐसा नहीं है. इट्स रॉन्ग. if somebody is claiming that, it's wrong. So be cautious. Study conceptual concepts. पढ़ाई करो. C++, aptitude, communication, English, your AI, big data. Study the concepts. So like since morning हम क्या कर रहे हैं? We are discussing concepts. So value I am giving to you. So connecting it back to the point that value of the data, value of this session is that I am giving you concepts, not that I am going to tell you what are the questions of the last batch and all that. कोई नहीं बता सकता. So keep that in mind. Again, another thing is the variability. Variability means how much it can vary, या how much it is flexible in application, कितना flexible है application में, या कितना vary कर सकता है. Okay, that is the variability. Okay, there is possibility of change, हो सकता है कि ये change, okay, या करता है ये change, like that. So there are various aspects or various views of big data, and because of this, it every aspect of big data brings challenge. I really hope ऐसा कोई MCQ ना आए. I really hope you should not come कि how many V's of big data. Because see, how many V's are there? कोई 3 बोल रहा है, कोई 4 बोल रहा है, कोई 6 बोल रहा है. What you will take? अगर ऐसा MCQ आया, how many V's of big data? You should take 3. This is the most common. Most commonly accepted answer is 3. Okay, but then remember, it is not actually only 3. बहुत सारे हैं. Okay, so keep that in mind when you are studying. Please study conceptually. Do not believe in rumors. Do not believe that कि एक particular type of चीज पढ़ने से, या particular kind of जगह, particular location kind of things, they don't really matter. Okay, so understand that you have to be very very cautious when you are studying. Conceptually पढ़ाई करो, that will help you long term. So that's all for today's session of introduction to big data and AI. Today we saw what is need of big data and AI, why people are talking about big data and AI. हमने देखा कि information data is there, from data we are extracting information, based on information we are taking some decision, based on decision it becomes right or wrong, and right decisions lead to your progress. So what is our goal? Goal is to progress. So every company, every individual wants to do progress, and that's why people are talking about big data and AI. Then we went on talking about key big data. What is big data? We said what is data. Big data में challenges क्या क्या है? We saw that capturing data, transfer of data, sharing data, okay, storing data. There are so many challenges. So obviously every challenge, हर एक challenge के लिए अलग अलग tools है. We'll be seeing that how different challenges, security of data. There's so much things are coming up. So big data, the various aspects we saw about the challenges and all that. Then we saw the history, timeline of big data. And then we saw what is the big data, in the sense, what are the different V's of big data. Okay, after the timeline. And timeline may we saw different types of processing, batch processing and real-time processing of data. We also talked about structured and unstructured data, little about the complexity. We will be talking about more in details of structure and unstructure, or even we'll be talking about the different softwares are used in big data or AI. We'll be also talking about the infrastructure getting used in big data and all that. These are things which we are coming. Obviously, we are going to talk about AI. What are the various technologies getting involved in AI and all that? Infrastructure of AI. What is the latest thing about Gen AI and all that, and reinforcement learning and all that? We'll be talking about covering it while we go ahead. Okay. So that's all, guys, for today. Any questions? Any clarifications? You can ask. Yes. Any questions regarding the CCAT exam, or any questions regarding AI, big data? What is the contribution of AI, big data, and all that? You can ask. Obviously, there will be dedicated sessions regarding counseling. Any book suggestions to go in depth regarding the fundamentals of what? AI and big data? As of now, you may not use any book. अभी book मत use करो, because CCAT exam is at a superficial level. CCAT exam, big data and AI is at superficial level. Just stay with us. These sessions are good enough. बुक्स, बिकॉज सी बुक्स पढ़ने के लिए टाइम, आई वुड से एआई बिग डेटा पे टाइम दो, but then also focus on C, C++, that is programming, also focus on lot of aptitude, also focus on English, the other parts पे ज़्यादा focus होना चाहिए. AI big data में these sessions, understanding these sessions, solving some MCQs online, we will be providing you some mock tests, so solving them should be good enough for you. Yeah, fine. Okay, thank you. Anybody else having any clarification? If Supriya, you want to study it separately in the sense कि सिर्फ CCAT एग्जाम नहीं, आफ्टर CCAT एग्जाम, आफ्टर यू गेट इनटू CDAC कोर्स, बाद में आपको ये है और ये पढ़ना है, तो मे बी ऑन द लास्ट डे आई विल टेल यू सम बुक्स एंड लिंक्स फॉर एडवांस्ड लर्निंग. Okay, so thank you guys. Okay.